Everyone, welcome back. So, Panda Plan 2, The Magical Tribe, tries to combine action, fantasy, and family friendly comedy, but despite the presence of Jackie Chan and an adorable panda cub, it struggled to find its footing. The sequel to Panda Plan takes things in a much more fantastical direction. Jackie Chan once again plays a version of himself, teaming up with a CGI panda Ho, but this time instead of a grounded adventure, the story sends them through a magical portal into a hidden tribal world. Inside the new setting, they encounter a mysterious community governed by strict ancient rules carved into stone. These rules are never questioned, and according to a prophecy, the arrival of Chan and Upu means they must climb a nearly impossible mountain called Awe Summit. If they fail, disaster will follow. It's a setup that could have been exciting, but the execution feels uneven right from the start. The tribe itself is portrayed with a heavy, almost cartoonish aesthetic, resembling a low budget fantasy world. Its leader, the chief Tien, enforces rigid tradition, including a rule that forbids emotional expression. Children are expected to grow up independently from a very young age, creating a cold and unsettling environment. At the center of this subplot is Tulu, the chieftain's son who desperately wants his mother approval. His emotional struggle could have added depth, but it's overshadowed by bizarre comedic choices. In one of the most chaotic storylines, Tulu hires an assassin to kill Jackie Chan, only for the assassin to repeatedly get hit on the head, lose his memory, and switch back and forth between being an enemy and a loyal ally. This kind of humor defines much of the film. It leans heavily on slapstick, exaggerated situation, but instead of being consistently funny, it feels repetitive and disjointed. The tone shifts widely from cartoon comedy to moments that are oddly dark or even uncomfortable. For example, while some scenes push heartfelt messages about love and connection, other include surprisingly violent or unsettling imagery that doesn't quite fit a family-friendly tone. It creates a confusing experience, especially for younger audience the film seems to target. Even the emotional core of the story feels rushed. Themes like unity, breaking outdated tradition, and importance of affection are introduced late and handled in a very straightforward, almost forced way. Instead of feeling earned, these moments come across as last minute lessons. As for the action, this is where longtime fans of Jackie Chan might feel the biggest disappointment. Chan still brings the trademark charm and screen presence. There's no denying he's having fun and his natural charisma carries many scenes, but the action sequence lacks the precision and creativity that once defined his film. Instead of clear, well choreographed fights, the movie relies on chaotic editing and multiple things happening at once, making it hard to follow. In his earlier work, Jackie Chan's action sequences stood out because you could clearly see every move, every stunt, every moment of physical skill. Here, the editing often feels like it's trying to hide limitation rather than showcase talent. It's understandable given his age, but it still takes away from what fans expect. Visually, the film has its moment, but even here, the execution feels inconsistent. The CGI, particularly for Who and the magical world, doesn't always blend well with the live action elements, making the entire setting feel less immersive. By the time the film reaches its conclusion, it tries to tie everything together with a message about love, family, and change. But because the journey feels so uneven, the payoff doesn't hit as strongly as it should. In the end, Panda Plan 2, The Magical Tribe isn't completely without charm. Jackie Chan's presence and a few light-hearted moments keep it watchable, but the film struggles with tone, pacing, and execution, making it feel more like a collection of mismatched ideas than a cohesive story. It's a sequel that had the potential to build on something fun, but instead end up feeling like a long, uneven ride that never quite finds its balance. Thank you for watching. Bye.